Hi, this is Real Men Unscripted with Derek and Jerry. We hope you enjoy this podcast.
Hey, welcome back to our podcast. I'm Derek.
I'm Jerry.
And it's 2024, baby.
Wow, it seems like Y2K was just a few years ago.
I had to work patrol on Y2K.
Really?
Like literally all of us had to
Did you guys have a riot briefings?
Well, they just thought that the world was coming to an end. So we all had to work. It was ridiculous, and nothing happened.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I thought it was 2000 party over it. Remember that Prince song?
Yeah.
1999.
I love it when you sing, man.
Yeah. Check this out. You know what this is?
I don't. A water gun?
No, it is a fly killer. You put salt in here. Anyway, it's a shotgun for those that are just listening. And you put salt in here, and instead of bullets, it shoots salt. And it's so fun killing flies. Like, I get so excited when I see a fly now. I'm like, hold on, let me get the shotgun. You want me to shoot you with it and see if it hurts?
Yeah, do it, man. Because we were saying about the taser. Do you think it really hit it?
Oh, I've killed many of flies. I'm really good. Put your hand out there like that. I don't want to shoot it too close.
Oh, dang.
You got to get one of these. So fun.
Wow. And then it's just salt.
Yeah. Kills flies dead. Better than Raid.
Wow.
My wife doesn't like me using it in the house because she thinks that salt's going to get all over the place. But it's just like such a little minute amount of salt that it doesn't really, you can't even feel it.
So you're not Miyagi? You can't just, what?
I mean, I could, but, this is more fun.
I like that. Did you just get that like at the Walmart or you order online?
I got it on Amazon.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. I don't shop at stores anymore. It's so 80s. I just get everything on Amazon. No, I'm just
do you shoot the kids with that?
No.
If they're
No.
kind of like a little discipline there?
The dogs, maybe, if
they're acting up.
Shoot them in the butt.
For all you dog lovers, no dog's
Just
been
kidding.
hurt. Yeah, we're just kidding. Trying to have a little fun here.
Yeah.
Man.
It barely hurts.
So what are some of your goals or do you have resolutions or goals for 2024?
I don't really do resolutions anymore. I think after, a few years when you don't hit the resolutions, you're like, I'm just not going to do that anymore. But I always take the new year to try to lose a few pounds in the beginning of the year. So I'll do like a keto diet or something like that. So maybe I'll do that. It hasn't started yet. And sometimes we do the Daniel fast. You ever heard of that?
Yeah, my wife did that. She actually did the Daniel plan, and I think it was part of a fast when we first moved here.
Yeah, so the Daniel fast, you can't have, you can have sourdough bread because there's no yeast in some sourdough bread. So it was like a 30-day fast, and it was all vegetables, and no meat and whatever Daniel in the Bible ate, all vegetables and no wine, no meat, and this and that. But I was tearing up some sourdough peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. Like that was my go-to because it was like sourdough. It was like, organic peanut butter with no sugar in that. And so, yeah.
What would it be called? What kind of plan would it be called if you only did a 3-day 72-hour water fast? Because
that's more like a cleanse, I feel like.
Yeah, well, she did it at the end of December. I was so proud of her. I was going to do it with her, but I was still working, and I wasn't sure that I could make it through work. I feel like for me, I'd have to be home those 3 days to do it. But she did a 3-day water fast, and the first day you actually get a little bit of aminos and stuff like that, and some like broth for 2 of the meals, but then the next 2 days it's nothing but water.
Let's take some discipline.
I don't know if I could do it, but she did it. So I was very proud of her.
She's a superwoman.
Yeah, she is. She's amazing.
I knew a guy that did 40 days, no food, just water. 40 days. Wow. 40-day fast. At least he said he did. I didn't witness it. But
And do I know him?
no, it was, the guy that I worked with when I was a air traffic controller in Palmdale, California.
Okay.
Yeah. So now as you know, I work at the airport.
Yes.
And President Biden came in a few weeks ago, and so I'm brand new there. I'm just learning everything. So I didn't have a whole lot of hands-on experience with Air Force One, but one thing that I did get to experience is it was time to leave, and I was leaving in the parking lot, and all of a sudden, traffic stopped moving for 45 minutes. I guess when Biden was leaving, they sterilized the time before and the time a few minutes after. And so for 45 minutes, I was sitting there along with everyone else trying to leave this parking structure and couldn't. And luckily, I didn't have anywhere to be. But I was thinking to myself, what about all these like single moms that got to go get their kids from school, and they're just sitting here with me in this parking structure. They started honking the horn like that was going to do any good, And I think a lot of them didn't know why they were sitting there. That's probably even harder.
Yeah,
you don't know when it's going to get going. I had an idea that it was because of, Air
Sure.
Force One was leaving.
But I mean, it was like literally not like moving slow. It was
stopped. Yeah.
It was not, they weren't letting anybody.
I was watching
go for
YouTube for like
security
45
reasons.
minutes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was somewhere one time when, I think it was, Obama. I was working at UNLV, and oh my gosh. Yeah. They shut down everything. I guess for security reasons, but yeah, the problem is nobody knows until, later they figure it out that, the president was here because they saw it on the news or something. But yeah.
And that caravan that he has, all those cars and limos is like 10 cars deep.
Yeah.
Pretty crazy. And then like cops, on either side of that. So.
And can't figure out which car he's in.
I think that's why.
Has his double in one of them.
Yeah. Like in the movies.
I am not looking forward to voting in 2024. It's just, but since we, talking about it a little bit, have you heard or do you know of? So in December of 2023, the state of Colorado.
Oh, I heard about this. Yeah.
Took him off the ballot. Trump off the ballot due to the insurrection that he has not been officially found guilty of or any of that. Hasn't even been charged. And Colorado took him off. What do you think about that? And California is supposed to follow next.
Yeah.
No Whether you like him or not, what do you...
I like Trump. I mean, I used to watch The Apprentice. I was a big fan of his on there. And,
but let's say you didn't like Trump.
Okay.
Just taking... I mean...
If I didn't like him, I'd be like, yeah.
Well, people complain, that their rights are always being taken for all these different things. So if you haven't been charged, they're suing him, 4 or 5 times already, but legally he has not been charged for insurrection. And for all my non-Trumpster people, I'm just saying he has not been charged, has not been found guilty. So the Supreme Court is going to overturn that, and they're going to look like idiots, and California is going to look like idiots. But then what they're going to say, once it gets overturned, they're going to say, oh, it's too late. We've already printed out the ballots. And then he's going to have to sue. But by then, the election will... I mean, I don't know if he won Colorado last time that he ran or not, because, I know the governor's Democrat and all that. But I just don't understand how a state would even think about doing that. And now California wants to follow when he's never been charged.
Yeah.
And whether you think the insurrection was wrong or right or whatever, I mean, I don't know anybody that would think it was right. I don't, I might have my opinion on some of the things that happened, but again, just taking someone off they're that scared. Are they that scared that he's going to win again, that they're trying to cheat in another way? because, obviously he thought they cheated last time. So I don't know. But I can tell you right now, if they took Biden off, the people of the U.S. the lefties would go crazy and riot probably that he was taken off a ballot.
Mm-hmm.
But all right, that's my political fix for the night. But I am not looking forward to 2024 and any type of voting, because it's just going to be a mess, no matter what, whoever runs.
Yeah. Well, we know who's really in control. So.
Yeah. Jesus, come on, baby, take the wheel, like that country western song.
Yeah.
Do you know that song?
I do, but I can't sing that because it's way too high.
Because it's a girl that sings it.
I like country, though. I didn't think. For years I just wouldn't listen to it because it wasn't cool. Where I was growing up. But once I finally started listening to country music, I like it. Great stories. I think I told you that before.
Yeah. I mean, my first concert I ever went to was LL Cool J in Oakland, California. And I swear I thought I was going to get killed. And my second concert was the Oak Ridge Boys. Is that like night and day, man?
I don't know one Oak Ridge Boys song, though.
No? You would if I looked it up.
Okay.
If I said it, you would be like, oh, yeah, I know that song.
Yeah. Why don't you sing a little one?
I can't. First of all, I have a horrible voice for singing. But right offhand, I can't think of any. But that made me think of LL Cool J. I just saw that. I don't know if he's on that NCIS LA.
Mm-hmm.
And now that I'm back on Instagram and Facebook, because of the podcast, I wanted to be able to promote us. I saw like a reel where he's I guess they've added an NCIS, Hawaii and some international one or whatever. But I think they made it sound like he's going to be permanently on the Hawaii one.
Mm.
Like
do they have one in Vegas? I thought they did.
CSI.
Oh, okay. CSI.
Sorry. The NCSI
COVID is real.
Is like the Navy one.
You don't have COVID. I was just kidding.
No COVID. I've had COVID. I had a headache for 2 days, but they made me miss 2 weeks of work. But people are still getting COVID. Oh man, don't even get me started on COVID.
Yeah.
But he's going to be I think he's going to be like permanently on the Hawaii one instead of the LA one. I mean, I don't watch neither. I've seen him before. I've seen the shows before. I think he actually is a pretty good actor.
I'd choose Hawaii over LA for sure.
Living or just the show?
I mean, if you have to be there for work, you got to live there too, I love Hawaii.
I like it, but it's expensive. I just had a Hawaiian plumber come fix my spout and shower drain, and he's from Hawaii.
Mm.
I love it when he's like, "Yeah, man, bra, yeah, bra, I'm gonna fix." I mean, I love the Hawaiian.
Yeah,
we have a lot of Hawaiian friends, and yeah,
good people.
They are. He did good. He found like mistakes from way before I bought the house, probably. But yeah, it was Johnny's Plumbing in Las Vegas. So if you live in Las Vegas, Johnny's Plumbing, man, he was good. So shout out to him. And so yeah. But so going back to the goals, your goal is just to lose some weight, or
I want to start minimizing my credit card usage and get out of debt. I'd like to do that too. I remember I was in so much better shape like 2 years ago when I was working. I retired. I kind of got back into debt a little bit, but
sure.
Yeah, it was so much nicer when I didn't have any credit card debt.
But now that you're working, you can, I don't know, sometimes people work and then they spend more money, right?
Yeah.
So
I'm not going to do that.
yeah, Tammy and I, we paid off. Man, we paid off like about $16,000 worth of debt towards the end of 2023, and she literally quit one place. She quit going to a Starbucks. Man, my checkbook like loved that. But yeah, we're trying to, obviously we won't have the house paid for, but we're trying to stay debt free and not use credit card as much. But we have some goals for me health wise. I've been having some high blood pressure lately. Don't know why. I've never had it in my entire life.
Are you on a low sodium diet? They put you on that?
No, I mean, they wanted me to do the keto. It's just, holidays is the hardest time, man.
Oh, yeah.
I love snacks too much.
You just got to, say, I'm not going to do it during the holidays. I'll start January 1st or something.
Yeah. So I'm trying to watch the blood pressure. I have some pills. I've been trying to do like cold showers in the morning. So we're trying to do some other health benefits to just try to, we want to live as long as we can with the grandbabies. So, and we're going on a couple of vacations this year. Going to Mexico and going to Hawaii.
Two of my favorite places.
Yeah.
Did you find the Fountain of Youth?
I did.
How you got all your hair back?
Yeah.
Nice.
It's
a little yellow though.
It is. I was supporting the Steelers, who have been playing horribly, and but yeah, some people have actually thought this is my real hair. I can't believe that, but yeah, I'm supporting them. Although they kind of let me down. They really lost to some. They beat good teams and lost to crappy teams.
I told you about that show, Terry Bradshaw, that I was watching.
Yeah.
George Foreman and Henry Winkler and William Shatner, and then a young comedian.
Yeah, Jeff something.
I can't remember his name. But that show was hilarious. If you Google it, reality show with Terry Bradshaw and George Foreman, oh my gosh, I was dying.
I just don't know why I think it did 2 seasons. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I thought it was so funny that I was hoping it would be more than 2 seasons.
I think they should find a new cast and same kind of idea. I just thought it was hilarious.
Yeah, it was great. But I meant to say this on our last episode. So on Christmas Day, I joked around with the family because we were going to have, I thought, collard greens. Because remember we were talking about that you were going to have that.
It's just funny to see you say it, because I feel like when you said it, your eyes were really focusing on saying it correctly.
But my wife said
I love collard greens.
It was not. It was what are those round balls that are green? And you peel them.
I know what you're talking about. Brussels sprouts.
Brussels sprouts.
Yeah.
So we had ham, Brussels sprouts, and my daughter-in-law cut up some bacon inside the and I think my son grilled them, but no, they were good. But man, I had them laughing because because I played that episode to them. So yeah. Anyhow, it made me think. I
like Brussels sprouts, but they always give me really bad indigestion.
Really?
Like burping them up for like 10 hours after I eat them.
Does it give you gas too?
Not Brussels sprouts. Cabbage. Whew. It's me some bad gas.
Man.
Fuel up a jet after I eat some cabbage.
So what about the kids? Do they have any goals this year for them? What happened there?
It's just low battery. It's fine. Goals for the kids? No, they don't make goals.
No,
not yet.
Are you gonna? So they're going to be opening the EOS, right?
Mm-hmm.
That they closed from the UFC Fit, which really pisses me off because I had a trainer and everything. So I'm going to try to go back then to EOS. Right now I'm going to Planet Fitness because they have the red light therapy, which is a new thing that I've been trying to do, and a little bit of tanning a couple nights.
EOS is a gym, big gym
Oh.
chain in Vegas. If you guys didn't know what that was, but
Well, they
they're
have them
buying
in
up
California.
everything.
They do have them in California as well.
Buying up everything though.
They are. But it's too crowded, and people are filming themselves and taking too much of the machines.
It doesn't matter what time I go. I feel like it's always busy.
And now, in January, everybody's got their resolution they want to lose weight.
Oh yeah, it's going to be a mess.
So the gym's going to be packed for like 2 months till they all realize they don't want to go to the gym anymore.
Yeah, it's too hard.
Yeah.
They don't like getting sore.
So I'm not looking forward to that.
Yeah. I told you I met Flavor Flav at the EOS out here on Blue Diamond. Seems like a nice guy.
Does he actually work out, or is he in there?
I mean, I wasn't sitting there watching him, but yeah, I think he worked out.
Man. Yeah, I just I can't see him working out.
Flavor Flav.
Did he have his big watch on?
Clock? No.
Clock while he's working out? Man.
Cut his hair too. It was a lot shorter than it was.
And you sure it was him?
Positive.
I mean, he's because of his because he has the teeth that.
Aiden was with me, and I was like, "That's Flavor Flav." He's like, "Who's Flavor Flav?" So I had to Google him.
And he agreed that it was him.
Oh yeah,
it
was definitely him.
And you didn't talk to him.
No ifs, ands, or buts.
You didn't just
no,
say
I did.
hi?
Actually, he talked to me, so we kind of passed each other. He's like, "What's up?" I was like, "Hey, Flav, I'm Jerry." I didn't say that, but
like our podcast. No.
You want to be on our podcast? I could make you famous.
Yeah. No, but our plan in 2024 is to, like I said before, get some people on here. And so we're working on trying to get some people, important people to us, because they have good stories that I think would help people in their walk with Jesus and just their walk in general. So the goal is to have some of them on and soon, so it's not just always us.
Yeah, it's got to get old, right?
Yeah,
just you and me.
No, I'll never get old.
I
mean, we're gonna have our wives on here.
Yeah. I
think my wife just keeps putting it off, though.
My wife's not super excited about being on camera, though. But
I mean, do we just have their voice? I mean, what? I mean, it's kind of hard.
No, we'll figure it out.
Yeah, but we're gonna have them on there. I mean, I have a good story of how I met my wife. So we gotta. Although her story, her version and my version are a little bit different. So not super different, but yeah, she kind of stalked me. So, but yeah.
Somehow I find that hard to believe.
Do you? I'm serious. She did. You can ask her.
All right, I'll have to ask her next time I see her.
Yeah, just because I said she had pretty eyes and some other stuff doesn't mean I was like ready to start dating, but she's the one. She was the one. Been together now 28 years, so going on 29.
Do you guys have like a wedding song?
Oh gosh, you just put me on the spot when she listens to this.
Sorry.
Man. I know. I wouldn't say a wedding song, but I played when I asked her to marry me a month after dating. I played some Barry White, so we play some Barry White quite often in the bedroom because and some Keith Sweat but no, Barry White was like my go-to. So
I don't know one Barry White song except for the one that he sang with James Ingram and El DeBarge and a couple. It's like four. I think it was I'll Be Sure was on there, but it was like four people.
Really, you don't know any of his songs? That just blows me away.
And that one was called "The Secret Garden." Go check that out. It's my jam.
Yeah, she's got like the greatest hits, and he's got like lots of good songs.
I'll have to take you.
It's nice, slow, like man, the jams.
Love making music.
So I saw an Instagram a few days ago, and it made me think of your ghost story. Because this lady, she was filming her daughter, and her daughter was saying she saw somebody or something, and it was filmed in, she was in the kitchen, and something was there, because it was she said if she hadn't recorded, she wouldn't have believed her daughter, but she couldn't tell what it was.
I see that.
So have you had any more?
No, ever since
Did you ever go
Holy
watch
Spirit
that?
came to live within me, I haven't had any crazy stuff happening.
Yeah. So you don't, but you wanted to watch a movie or something of that or something, or you wanted to rent a place? Remember you were
No, I
saying?
said that one day you and I
we should rent a place.
rent an Airbnb, since you don't believe in the supernatural.
Well, not
rent
that
haunted
supernatural.
Airbnb. Yeah.
I believe in the supernatural, like to be healed and stuff.
Oh yeah.
Like I'm always praying that I'm going to get healed over this freaking sleep apnea.
Ooh, you said freaking.
Yeah, because we ain't cussing on this thing. But yeah,
sleep apnea.
so on the, I told you I listened to the Kelsey Brothers podcast, and they had one on the back during Christmas where they did a white elf. The Eagles did a white elephant, and one of them bought a flamethrower, and it was funny when Jason was saying that it went 150 feet and blows 150 feet. Travis, the way he said, what? I mean, the way he said it, I just
think about it, like 150.
I was just
that's like,
dying.
What's that, 50 yards, right? That's like half of a football field.
I mean, I mean, they didn't show it, but that's got to be crazy. But yeah, shout out to the Kelsey Brothers New Heights podcast. If you want some with cussing, but a funny one about football and just sports and things like that. I love the brothers, although I don't follow neither one of their teams, but I do now because of the podcast. But they're awesome. So, so we'll end it with a story.
Sure. Let's hear one of your crazy cop stories.
Oh man. I'm trying to always make it like appropriate. Yeah. And not too crazy. But actually, before I tell a story, so have you ever worked with any of your family siblings and for a job?
No.
Okay.
You?
So I have.
Okay.
So so my brother Don, him and I worked 4 jobs together.
Wow.
We did security first, and then we've worked 3 one police department and 2 sheriff's office. We did security together, and it's actually the only time I've been sued. We were working for Safeway, and we took this guy down for shoplifting and had to fight him, and he claimed that we beat him with a baton, and we only had handcuffs on us because we were security. We weren't even cops yet. So we did that job together. And then we went to Vallejo PD in Northern California, right? You know where that's at, right? So we were both reserves there. And then we both got hired by Humboldt County Jail, and we worked in the jail together. And then we both have retired from the Mendocino County Sheriff's Office. He retired in 2014, and I retired in 2015. But he worked part-time for 3 more years. But it was pretty cool to, we'd get mixed up a lot. My brother's got a ton of hair. He's tatted on his both arms, and he shaves his arms, right? So imagine tats, really cool tats, military. He has an American flag, very patriotic. But because we're both D. Scott, people would think that I was at their house the day before, and I'm trying to tell, because I was a sergeant, he was a canine officer, and they would be like, so last night you were at my house, and I'm like, nope. And I'm thinking, how I'm got a shaved head and he's got a full head of hair and he's all tatted up. How do they mix us up?
Mm-hmm.
When I really don't think, I mean, our voices definitely sound alike. But it was pretty cool to, work with him pretty much, our whole police career. And he was on, he was canine, had two different dogs, Jafar and Hondo. And then he was on the honor guard because he was a Marine, former Marine.
You guys ever been on Cops?
No.
All those years?
I believe one time they were coming there, but I don't think I was working. But yeah, I was a sergeant one time when someone wanted to call in a complaint on him. That was classic. So I actually got to tell my brother, you can't hang up on people. But in his defense, the guy, the lady kept interrupting him. So he said, you keep interrupting me, I'm going to hang up on you. And he did. But yeah, so it was great to work with him all those years. And he, the guy never missed a day of work.
Wow.
Can you imagine that? He never did. It was great. And he was able to retire early because he had so much sick time.
Yeah. I know people like that. It's great. It takes a lot of discipline to do that.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I told him, that at some point I would, I had quickly mentioned that I had a brother, but, so who knows if he'll get mad that I told our whole life story here, but yeah.
Maybe the shaving the arms part, that's the only thing I can think of might get.
Well,
No,
if you're gonna shave your arms, then you gotta, but yeah, so, I'm hoping to see him soon. And, but yeah, it was cool to work with him and, I could never work on the same shift as him permanently. But I did work, when his sergeant was gone, I would work for a week or two while the sergeant was on vacation, but they didn't really want us working permanently for the 6 months. But yeah, it was cool. So shout out to my brother who, retired properly, no medical retirement. He did his 20 and, is living, now in Mesquite, Nevada.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, does he golf?
He does. He never golfed, but he does golf now.
Okay.
And loves it. He golfs like crazy. I don't know, 2-3 times a week or something. But he works out like a fiend. And so yeah. But all right. Well, again, if you like the podcast, please subscribe, share it with your family and friends. What did we say? Check the boxes. Check them. And you want to close us out? Or?
Like and subscribe. Gotta say that now since we're on YouTube.
Yeah.
Like and subscribe. My kids can say it a lot better than that.
And make comments. If there's stuff that you want to know, right? So.
Facts.
All right. Well, until next time, I hope 2024 is a good one. And
Me too.
Yeah. And I'm glad I'm doing this with you, brother.
Yeah. Till next time.
Peace.
Peace. Thank you for listening to Real Men Unscripted with Derek and Jerry.